My name is Amber Harper, and I'm a student at Valdosta State University in the Library Science program. And today I want to talk to you about House of the Scorpion by Nancy Farmer. This book is a wonderfully intense example of choices and how those choices can impact your life and the lives of others, and how it can change the course of history. This book's set in the land of opium, and opium is ruled by El Patron, who is a 140-year-old drug lord. He's controlled it for that long, and his family's controlled it for longer. The main character of the book is Matteo Alarcon, who is actually El Patron's clone. And clones are important in opium because the extremely wealthy and powerful are the only ones that have them, and they have clones solely to be organ donors for them. And not only are there clones in opium, but there are also servants, and not just regular servants. They are implanted with computer chips so that they have to be told to do everything, and they don't stop unless they're told to. So that means eating, drinking, sleeping, even quitting at the end of the workday. If they're not told to do those things, then they die. The same goes for the animals in opium. But back to clones. Clones are normally injected at birth with a chemical that turns their brain into mush. So they just kind of mindlessly go along, and they're kept in good health until their original people need them. But Matteo Alarcon, Matt, as he's called, is not injected with that. And that means that he's fully aware of his existence, and he's as intelligent as any other person would be. But he's also unaware that he's a clone. So he's raised in isolation, and he's meant to stay that way. Celia, who is a cook at the big house for El Patron, takes care of him. She's his mother figure. As far as he knows, that is his mother. But one day he's injured and has to go up to the big house. Well, that's where everything falls apart. He's treated like an animal. He's actually treated worse than an animal. He's kept in horrible conditions, sawdust, rotten food, maggots in it. He's beaten, and the doctors are horrible to him. But eventually El Patron finds out about it and takes him out of that situation, makes sure he's educated, and that people, at least publicly, respect him. Matt struggles with his identity because he does realize that he's a clone, but El Patron treats him normally. He treats him like he would a son. So Matt kind of struggles to realize that El Patron still just sees him as an organ donor. But eventually he does realize that, and with the help of Celia and his friend Maria, and he has a bodyguard who's named Tamlin, who's a really big supporter of his, and they help him realize that he needs to escape. So Matt does eventually rebel and escape, but I don't want to spoil the rest of the plot. So if you're interested in what I haven't said, then you should definitely read the book. It's got a lot of hints towards, the effects of slavery and how people cannot realize just how horrible of a situation they're in until they've got someone that's willing to help them and, get them through that. And also, isolation, lies and deceit, and most importantly, compassion and forgiveness. I mean, those are really big themes in the book, and I think it's worth seeing how they all tie together. Thank you for listening, and I hope you do read and enjoy.